All right, coming back at y'all again from the garage gym. If you're a father, husband, son, or mentor to anyone, this is something I want you to hear, and something I've had a really hard time in the past 7 years that I've been married. Something that I've had a hard time learning. You've got to be selfish to be able to give 100% to those people that count on you. That's something that I really struggle with, and what I mean by that is not being selfish as in being lazy, spending money on things that don't matter, or, taking time to play video games excessively, or just, sitting on the couch and thinking you're having some me time, but you're just being lazy and unproductive. What I mean by being selfish is you got to take care of yourself. Got to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. That's just the four things that I'm gonna focus on. I'm sure there's other stuff that you might want to call those things, whatever. Physically, get up and do something that's gonna keep you sharp. Get your basic exercise in, whether that's, getting 30 to 60 minutes of walking in every day, doing some weight bearing exercise, doing jujitsu, or playing soccer. Get up, go do something. You've got to do that. You've got to take care of yourself. It's important, right? We need an outlet to get our energy out. We need an outlet to get out some of our frustration at times. We need an outlet to be able to live longer. Like, you've got to take care of the most important muscle, is your heart. Got to take care of that heart, or you can't be around to help those others that are relying on you. Number two. Number two, we're going to talk about the mental aspect. There's a couple things that go into this. Making sure that you're being the best version of yourself that you can. So if that means taking 30 minutes to meditate every day, taking 30 minutes to read, taking 30 minutes to do some type of career education, continuing education to further your career, all of those things are going to go into that mental aspect. Building up your mentality to be able to grow stronger and provide better for your family, and while also increasing your skill set. Emotionally, something that guys don't like to talk about a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of times where either your ego's too big, you don't want to be the first one to say sorry. There's all these reasons why you've got to be the big tough person. Being the big tough person doesn't mean being that leader. Being strong for your family doesn't mean you're that big brick wall that has zero emotions. It means if your wife is having a hard time, she can come to you, she can talk to you. Now, I'm saying that because I struggle with this every day. I'm not always the best person. I still try to go into Mr. Fix-It mode, right? But sometimes you just got to let yourself be that sponge. Let them hear what let them know that you hear what they're saying to them, and be there to comfort them. Same thing with your kids. If every time your kid comes to you, all you do is scold them, whether it's positive or negative, they're not going to come to you anymore. You're not going to build that connection. You've got to establish that safety with your kids, your wife, the people that are mentoring you, your peers. You've got to be able to regulate those emotions and understand kind of the cues of what people need. That's difficult. It takes practice. Now, spiritually, it's something that people, it's going to mean different things to different people. Something spiritual, maybe going out walking in nature without headphones. I've been going on runs every morning, and sometimes I just turn the podcast off, turn the music off, and I just kind of leave myself with my thoughts. Enjoy being in nature alone. That in and of itself can be very spiritual. It allows your thoughts to flourish. It allows you to have some time with yourself, to self-reflect, and sometimes it can evoke a little bit of emotion, which is good. Being spiritual could be bringing in something like meditation. It could be going to church for you. Whatever that spiritual component is, having that consistency in your life will trickle down to those others that you're that pillar for. So talking about why am I talking about this? Because it's difficult. And I'm not doing all 4 of those pillars all at once. That's the hard part, right? Is stringing everything together. But I'm taking steps to do different pieces every single day. And since I've started to carve out more time for myself and try and feel less guilty with it, my wife and kids aren't mad at me. I'm actually feel like I'm able to be there more for them. I have more energy for them. When I'm with them, I'm less distracted. I'm more mentally focused, and I'm able to give them more of me. One of the podcasts that I listen to a ton is the Dad Edge, and I reached out to Larry and asked him, like, how do you struggle? How do you get past the struggle of, like, when you feel selfish for going to take time, if it's 30 minutes, play a video game, take that time to reset. 30 minutes to go work out, 30 minutes just to sit there and, if you just want to scroll on your phone, just have a little bit of time to disconnect, right? And the key is there making sure that time is being productive and you're intentional with it. But his response, and I'll throw the screenshot on the video here because I really like the response. But he just said, reframe it like this. If you want to be able to give 100% of yourself rather than 50% of that yourself, you got to take that time for you got to take that time for what you need to improve yourself. And that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And this was, I think I asked a couple months back, and I've been working on that. I've been, slicing out a little more time for myself. And, I'm coming here saying this because it's stuff that I've learned, but it's not something where I've been perfect on it every day, right? Like I still struggle. I'm still not perfect. And my wife and kids will tell you that. But what I am trying to do is be more intentional with my actions. Make sure that when I'm with my kids, we're doing something fun. When I'm with my wife, trying to be better and better and more considerate of other people's emotions around me. But yeah, just want to share my thoughts, and let me know what resonated with you. Let me know if you feel like there's one point that you're really strong at, or if you have any tips to help with any of these pillars that I identified. Please let me know. All right, y'all.